We're rolling. I just had an amazing blooper. I wish I could share that with you guys. You never realize how much you need to put yourself together until it's time to record a video in front of a bunch of people you don't know. So talk about designing your life and living life on the edge. We are just about to start this, sneak peek or ladies tell all, look into coaching, what coaching's all about, like in 5 minutes. And I'm just now recording my video, and we're going to hope that YouTube wants to work quick tonight and upload it so I could get this video out to you guys in just a couple minutes. So I want to share with you guys my topic for tonight, which is a day in the life of a coach. What the hell do we do all day? What does our day look like? And the best way for me to share that is to show you kind of a brief synopsis of what my life used to look like versus what it is today as I sit here talking to you guys. So with that said, I'm going to keep my ass on track because I am a mofo talker and these girls are going to smack me around if I don't stay on task. So with that said, let me introduce myself. My name is Shelly Nottingham Herodias. I've been a Team Beachbody coach on Team Eagle for roughly, I guess I'm coming up this summer on 3 years. I didn't always view this as a business. I wish I would have sooner. You guys are ahead of the 8 ball because you're sitting here tonight able to see what this really is before you even come into the business. And that's another thing, the word business. It took me a while for me to wrap my brain around that. I just really loved how I felt, and I just really wanted to share it with people. And this was more of a discount on the shake, on the superfood shake, and then it was a discount on products, and then it was a hobby, and then it was a business. So it took me time. It took me like 6 months to get there, even though I was quote unquote successful in the business early on, only because I loved the way I felt. And I was willing to share that with my friends, family. I didn't even have to share it per se. They saw it in me. So let me kind of rewind a little bit to that very first challenge group and how I got where I am now and how I became a coach. I found my coach on Instagram, and I was at a place in my life where it was not good, y'all. I was a mess. I was post C-section number 3. Yes, I always say I was National Geographic status. I had a baby in the baby bump. I had a baby on the boob. I mean, it's just nonstop. So when I started, I had a 6-month-old, a 2-year-old, and a 4-year-old. So needless to say, coaching was not on my radar. Like, I was doing good just to change my lifestyle, follow the meal plan, drink the superfood shake, do the workouts, and check in with my challenge group. This became my family. These people, they taught me that I was worth it, that I was more. Sometimes, like, we know that, right? Like, sitting here tonight, I'm sure some of you guys might feel like I'm in a rut, or I could never coach because look how positive they are and how upbeat they are. That shit wasn't always that way. This happened through a process. And when you're around like-minded people and there's power in numbers, it's powerful. And that's part of this mindset shift and this transformation that happens through Beachbody. So that's how I became a coach, is just these people, particularly my own coach, believing in me so deeply that he empowered me to know that I was worth it, that I could do more. And once that happened, and I really realized it, even though, we say that we know that, that's probably just because it's politically correct to say, like, we believe in ourselves. Do we really believe in ourselves? Sometimes it takes somebody else believing in us for us to see that we really are worth it and we really do got it under control and we can do this. So that's what happened to me, and that's how I became a coach, because once that happened and that little mindset shift happened, I was then able to do that for others. So that's how I was quote unquote successful as a coach before I saw it as a business, because everyone saw the pep in my step. I had gotten into this challenge group, which, y'all, I did not know what a challenge group was. I had no clue what I was doing. All I know is I was in this private Facebook group. I was doing the work, and I was getting results, and I felt freaking awesome, and I wanted to tell everybody about it. So that's what I did, and that's how I became a coach. I wanted to keep these programs going. I wanted to drink Shakeology, and I did not want to pay full price. Who the hell wants to pay full price for something? And through that, I was able to then share that with other people. So that's kind of my story. That's brief, and it's all over the place, but we could delve into the rest some other day. But for now, I want to talk to you about, like, how my life changed in this process. happened very organically. It's my favorite word, organic, because when you love how you feel, you want other people to love how they feel too. And if you don't, then you shouldn't be a coach, because that's what we are. We're cheerleaders without the pom-poms. We empower people, we lift people up, and we teach them that you can indeed change your mindset, and you can indeed change your direction, the trajectory of your life, just by making simple choices and the ripple effect occurring. So that's how I became a coach back then. Pre this whole challenge group thing that I'm referring to, and pre finding my coach, I was just that mom that was having those babies, and I had lost myself. I was not Shelly. I was a shell of a woman. I had a super fit husband, which, like, come on, it's irritating, right? Like, I don't want to see your damn six-pack abs when I'm, recovering from a C-section. I felt hopeless. I was not the athlete that I used to be. I was not, I was dull. I wasn't shiny anymore. And even though I was a mom and that was rewarding, what was my identity? And I found all these amazing women on Instagram, and they were so powerful and so full of life. And I thought one day, why the hell not me? Why can't I do this? So in finding that, I was able to change my lifestyle, because if I wanted to be that person, I had to make daily changes. And back then, I was eating fast food 3 times a day. 3 people never believe me when I say that, but that was the pace of my life. My life was getting these kids off to daycare that I was spending $1,500 a month for, going to that 9-to-5 job that drained me of everything I was, sitting there eating that fast food, paying for that daycare, not finding joy in the little things, not seeing my husband off to work, not seeing my kids off to school, not the way I wanted to, not like they do in the movies where everyone's cooking pancakes. No, we were running out the door and lucky to make it, on time. And in that 9-to-5, I was never going to be more than what I was there. And I had a really amazing job. I was a Medicare and Medicaid biller. I was an office manager. I was very successful at what I did. I made a hell of a great income, but I was never going to be the boss. Like, I was never going to be the CEO. I didn't have a 2-year, 3-year, 5-year plan. I didn't have one. And that's what I want you to ask yourself today, right now, as you sit here and you listen to all these amazing stories. Do you have a future plan? I recently saw a quote, and it struck me like, holy shit, that's so powerful. And I might chop it up, but to truly have freedom, or to truly create freedom, you have to make a job, not take a job. And that was like eureka. That was like that aha moment. That I'm like, yeah, absolutely, you do have to make a job, and you do have to make your own destiny. And it is a scary thing, but it is so worth it in the end. So that's what I did. I made a job out of this, and I started viewing my hobby or my discount as a business, and I started plugging in the tools that this team provided me, and I have grown this amazing new life. And it happened, like I always say, very organically. When you want to feel good about you, you want other people to feel good about them too. And now my life is very different. I see my kids off to school every single day. They go to school right up the road. I have a kindergartner and a 2nd grader, and I still have a 3-year-old home with me. Oh, sweet Jesus, help me. But I am home with them, and I could go up and eat lunch with them, and I do that often. And I see that husband off to work every single day, and that is my ultimate goal, is to bring that man home from work. He's a hard worker, but we want to get him home with us. I'm running over. Holy smokes. So that's my day in the life. Actually, there's some duties as a coach. We check into our mentorship groups. We check into our challenge groups. We are out there supporting the people that have trusted in us so that we can empower them to feel the same way we felt when we were in our challenge. So that's our duties. And you structure your day however the hell you want to. And that's what's beautiful about it. It's truly life by design, and it's on your terms. So I hope you guys are finding this stuff valuable. Another quote that I really love that a very wise woman shared with me once is, people rather see a sermon than hear a sermon. And that's just what we're showing you tonight, our sermon. We're living, walking, breathing sermons. And I hope that you guys catch fire, and I hope that you guys ask lots of questions. We're going to get into the Q&A soon, and don't be afraid to jump in there. And you guys are totally worth it, and you can create your life. And we hope to see you on this team. All right, guys, toodaloos. Have a good night. Holy shit, I'm over.